So Forest and Spurs are at it again, this time in the reverse, as Forest put a bid in for Bergvall. Welcome to your transfer news. Hi guys, hope you're doing well and welcome to your Forest transfer news. I hope you've all recovered from last night. Coming up, we'll tell you the details about this Bergvall rejected bid. We'll talk about a few other things, interesting points that Percy raises, and just in general, try and raise your spirits from yesterday. We'll see what we can do, but start by hitting the like button. Make sure you're following or subscribed, and go check out the merch store, because remember, we always win. And what a lovely segue that is into this story. We all remember the Gibbs White Spurs we always win saga from last season, and Forest are keen on Bergvall. In fact, Bergvall is ahead on the list than Curtis Jones from those kind of two midfielders that have been doing a lot of the stories lately for Forest. And Forest put in a £38 million bid last week. Now, I was hearing rumours of this. I was hearing more like 43, so I don't know if this is 38 plus 5 add-ons or something like that. And this bid has been rejected by Tottenham. Tottenham are asking for £50 million for Bergvall, which I think is absolutely stupid of them. Now, I'm not saying he's not worth 50 million, but the cards are not in Tottenham's favour really because of two reasons. One, De Zerbi has made it clear to Bergvall that he's not in his plans. And secondly, Bergvall has said he wants to leave and join a bigger club, aka Forest. So Tottenham are not in a massively strong negotiating position here because obviously we all know about player power. But this wasn't kind of Bergvall pushing for a move. This was more De Zerbi saying he didn't want him, according to the reports, of course. So I think something like this, I think 50 million is a bit of a stretch for what he's done in the Premier League. He hasn't lit it up. I think he's got a lot of potential. I think he will work very well in a Glasner formation. I would actually like him at Forest. But I think, and at the end of the day, do I really care, right? It's not my money. It's Marinakis, and we all know Marinakis will just make more money tomorrow on today because that's the way he rolls. So I think the proper valuation is about 40 to 45. Now, at 40 to 45, I think that's a good deal because you will probably get Forest going back in for a second bid, maybe raising it up to 40 and then putting plus 5 add-ons. And at that stage, Spurs are going to crumble because we all know they're scared of Marinakis. I mean, Marinakis ran Dave Levy out of their club last season. That's how scared they are of Forest and Marinakis. So could this deal get done? Yes, I think there will be other suitors as well interested in Bergvall. At the moment, the flavour of this transfer window, not just at Forest, but across most other clubs, is central midfielders. Everyone seems to be wanting central midfielders. You could almost say Elliot Anderson was a kind of domino effect to a lot of the transfers that are going on. The problem Forest have is, of course, that Spurs are tight asses and they will try and hold out for as much money as possible. And they know that we've got 115 plus 1 from the 115. So it's going to be an interesting negotiation thing. And also, Spurs fans will not like it if they feel they undervalue Bergvall to us because of what we did to them with Morgan Gibbs White. So this is going to be a fun saga to see how it's playing out. And we already know who always wins, right? So anyway, let's get into the article because there's a few other things as well. There's an update on Nico Williams, which is quite exciting and interesting. So let me just kind of run you through the headlines here. So Forest are pushing to sign Spurs midfielder Bergvall and will table a second bid. Oh, there it is, for 45 million. I guessed right. Oliver Glasner's Forest manager is targeting a number of summer signings, and Bergvall, the highly rated Swede international, has emerged as one of the club's top priorities. After Elliot Anderson, Bergvall is their number one choice. So that's interesting. So I don't know how he knows that, but we'll see. Anyway, Forest made an initial offer of around 38 million last week, which was turned down, with Tottenham's valuation understood to be nearer 50 million. It's not going to go to 50 million. Amari Hutchinson's the record signing. Okay, we already know that. Bergvall, here we go. Bergvall has told Tottenham he wants to leave amid concerns over regular first-team football under De Zerbi despite signing a new contract in April. His opportunities appear even more limited after Tottenham also spent 200 million on Tonali and Fernandes. So he's feeling he's down the pecking order there. De Zerbi spoke to Bergvall to reassure him of his future, but the 20-year-old remains unsettled and Forest are hoping to strike a deal. He was at the World Cup. And this is a bit on Curtis Jones, which I think we kind of already knew, and I've alluded to you guys about it. Forest have also been linked with Liverpool's Curtis Jones. Yeah, at this stage, he is not a priority, and the midfielder is believed to be considering other options. It smells of Inter Milan for me when it comes to Curtis Jones. Glasner wants at least 4 new arrivals. We told you that in a video the other day. With the centre-back emerging as a key target as he wants to play with a 3-man defence. The first signing is likely to be Javier Schlager. By the way, lovely comment. 2 pints of Schlager and a packet of crisps. Love that one. Keep him coming in. Who is joining on a free transfer. He will sign a 2-year deal. We covered that in yesterday's video. And Forest are also determined to retain their core squad. This is the bit that excites me. Wales international Nico Williams is close to signing a new contract, while midfielder Sangare is also in advanced negotiations over fresh terms. So, and then it goes on and stuff, right? So, interesting article. It's that. Oh dear. Oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Hey, you got to see the splash screen again. My bad. Anyway, interesting article. And it's starting to feel a lot like things are starting to move at Forest. So Glasner's come in on Monday. Obviously, he's been in talks. Contract was signed last week, etc. So strategies would have been laid out. Targets would have been put down on paper. And Bergvall is high on his list. I am for this one. 45, I'm happy with. 50, I feel like Spurs are probably being a little bit cheeky. But I love that Nico Williams, as I felt, on nothing more than a whim and what you feel about him as a personality, he feels almost like Forest is in his blood. So I can't see Nico Williams leaving amidst all the interest from even Spurs, who registered their interest the other day in Nico Williams. I think Nico Williams will be staying. And if we're keeping that core squad, that's good. But there's still so much work to do. I want to start seeing, I know Schlager's coming in pretty much done deal, right? But we need a lot more. Bergvall would be another good move forward. Centre-back needed. Full-backs or wing-backs needed as well. I think we need a striker. I really do. I think, by the way, I think Jesus is going to have a sick season in the Premier League this season. I've just got a feeling on him. I just think he's ready, he's settled in, and he's good to go. So I'm feeling the positive signs, but I'm looking at them down the road. What I need is that road to come closer to me here, and I want to see those signings coming through the door now because I want them out in Portugal on this pre-season training camp so that come the Leeds match at the end of August, we are ready to go and have a good season. Not one like last year because that was too stressful. So get your thoughts in on Bergvall. What do you price him at? Let me know in the comments. Go check out your merch store, the merch store. Because remember, Spurs, we always win. We'll see you on the next video. Come on, you Reds.